Buried beneath the ice for over 5,000 years, a man lay frozen in time. It was totally unexpected, unbelievably. Ötzi the Iceman, his body discovered in the Ötztal Alps, became one of the most astonishing finds in history.
That it happens immediately. So the natural process is the degradation, the decomposition of a body. So it has to be stopped immediately.
His clothes, tools, even the contents of his stomach were preserved in perfect detail, a silent witness to an era long before written records. But Ötzi's story is just the beginning. Austria's past stretches far beyond him, from the Celtic tribes that shaped its lands to the powerful empires that followed. This is the story of a nation built on centuries of change, survival, and transformation. Around 800 BC, people in Austria started to build one of the earliest cultures in Europe, known as the Hallstatt culture. These people were skilled in making tools and weapons from metal, and they traded goods far and wide. They lived in small villages on high hills where they could protect themselves. The Hallstatt culture is important because it was the beginning of Austria's rich history and influenced the land for many years to come. Then, in 15 BC, the Roman Empire expanded into Austria. The Romans built a strong presence in the area, creating settlements like Vindobona, which is now modern-day Vienna. Vindobona became a busy military base and trading center. The Romans built roads, forts, and baths that changed the landscape of Austria. Their influence helped shape the culture, architecture, and even the way people lived in Austria for centuries to come. The Roman connection left a lasting mark on the land, setting the stage for everything that followed. In 976 AD, a family called the Babenbergs started ruling Austria. They were the first to bring order and stability to the region. In 996 AD, the name Österreich was mentioned for the first time, which would later become Austria. Under the Babenbergs, Austria grew stronger and more organized. But in 1246, their rule ended and a new family took over. That family was the Habsburgs. The Habsburgs began to rise to power in the 1200s. In 1278, a man named Rudolf I from the Habsburg family won a big battle called the Battle on the Marchfeld. This victory helped him take control of Austria. From then on, the Habsburgs ruled Austria for many years. They continued to grow their land, making the family one of the most powerful in Europe. The Habsburgs helped shape Austria's future, influencing the country's politics, culture, and power across Europe. Their rule would last for centuries, leaving a lasting impact on the country's history. In 1804, a big change happened in Austria. The Holy Roman Empire, which had ruled much of Central Europe for many years, came to an end. In its place, the Habsburg family created the Austrian Empire. This marked the start of a new chapter for Austria, with the Habsburgs still in charge but with a new system of government. Then, in 1867, another important event took place. The Austro-Hungarian Compromise created the Austro-Hungarian Empire, also known as the Dual Monarchy. This meant that Austria and Hungary would both be ruled by the same emperor, but each country would have its own government and laws. This system allowed both Austria and Hungary to have some independence while sharing the same ruler. It was a complicated way of ruling two very different regions, but it worked for a while. However, the dual monarchy would not last forever. It eventually collapsed after World War I, but during its time, it was one of the most powerful empires in Europe. After World War I, the Austro-Hungarian Empire collapsed in 1918. This marked the end of an empire that had lasted for centuries. In its place, the First Austrian Republic was created. Austria was now a small, independent country, but it faced many struggles in the years that followed. In 1938, Austria was annexed by Nazi Germany in what became known as the Anschluss. This event changed Austria's identity as the country was forced to become part of Nazi Germany. Many Austrians were caught in the horrors of World War II, which left lasting scars on the country and its people. After the war, Austria faced the challenge of rebuilding. In 1955, Austria declared its permanent neutrality, meaning it would not take sides in conflicts. This helped the country regain its independence. In 1995, Austria took another important step by joining the European Union, becoming an active member of Europe's growing unity. Austria has a rich musical history that has shaped the world. Famous composers like Joseph Haydn, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, and Franz Schubert created timeless music that still influences today's composers. Their works are celebrated globally, making Austria a cultural hub for music.